Hey folks, let's take up the Yak again. Yak 130 from FREEWING 70mm fan. Alright.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned. Alright.
Starting the fun over.
Alright. I'll tell you, for a 70mm, this has got one of the best sounds. Definitely not what you call a quiet jet, but that's okay.
Take off flaps.
Here we go.
Tucked away.
I'm going to take it straight up over here.
Time remaining 3 minutes. Down.
Alright, so we can't do another touch and go like we did last time, and actually touch this time, not just a go. That qualifies.
Gear tucked away.
Alright. Let's see how low.
Landing flaps. Time remaining 2 minutes. Flaps up.
I think I made that bird mad. He's trying to chase me down now. Alright, fast into the wind. Alright, we're going to take it out here. Whoa, bird! Bring the gear down now.
Gear is down. One minute.
I'm going to do a touch and go.
Braking. 30 seconds. Cruise mode.
Blow it all out.
20 seconds. Braking. Cruise mode. Motor is secured.
All right.
Pick up.
Tell you what, that's a great flying little plane. For a 70mm, man, you got a great sound, flies great. All right, we're gonna change our format to save time and Camera Precious's patience. And we're going to be doing one after report for both flights, or however many flights I do that day. And because the rates and everything I fly in are going to be the same, but I'm going to do a battery report after each individual flight, if that's as clear as mud. So let me check that out real quick. My wife, Lori's like, or Precious is like, you're not going to check the battery? I'm like, yeah, I guess I need to. That is what we talked about. I got to do what my director tells me to do. Otherwise, she'll kick my butt bad. And I want my mama happy. I want my director happy. 66%, we're going to have to go up again. I just can't let 60, I need more. Gotta get down closer to 50 if I can. That's just too much still. Very efficient plane, very efficient.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Perfect.
All right. Now let the timer still run. This is all throttle time.
Greg, land that yak. Your fun is over.
Nope, not gonna land the yak just yet. All right.
Take off flaps.
Take off flaps. Here we go.
Flaps up. Gear tucked away.
Love the profile of that plane.
Gear is down.
And my
Landing flaps.
wind has died. So we're gonna do landing flaps this time. No, we're not.
Flaps up. 1 minute. Braking. Cruise mode. Braking. Cruise mode. Motor is secured.
All right.
Pick up.
Now, minute and 31 seconds over.
Starting the fun over.
So we flew for 5 minutes and 31 seconds of total flight time, or total time. Check out battery now. Unplug that KM model afterburner. By golly. All right, 50%. 50% even. I'm going to be good with that. That's a little bit better. Okay. All right. Now we can take it back to the bench and go over the flight. Actually, be going over both flights. All right, we're back. Now we're going to go over the settings and everything used in both flights. I showed you the battery port out there. Right off the bat, let me show you where I've got my battery. I've got a 4000 HRB as far back as I can get it. I mean, all the way to the very, very back. So how far forward doesn't really matter. It's as far back as I can get it. 4000 6S. Okay. Oh yeah, that is the Lemon RX Gen 2 stabilized receiver with a satellite up here. So I've got $54 in receiver between, this is 30 something, this is 20 something. So 50 some odd dollars, and combined with that receiver, which the equivalent of this would be an 8-channel Spectrum, because they don't make a 7-channel, and that's like 150 bucks. So I can get this set up twice, almost 3 times what I can pay for the Spectrum one. So, and I'm sorry, but these Lemon RX receivers, I trust my 80mm version 2 A10 to 1 So if I can trust it to that, I'll trust it any of these planes. They're just good receivers, solid receivers. That little shelf there, little wooden shelf, some popsicle sticks. Close it. Okay. Popsicle sticks I glued in there to put a place to put the receiver. I leveled it with a hand level. Let me show you my rates. Okay. Obviously no AS3X. My gains are adjustable on the mod, on the knob here. So that way if it's a really windy day, I can turn the gains up a little bit and have a little more reaction from the wind gyro. If there's no wind at all and I'm wanting to really fly her fast, I can turn those down. Okay, now my flap settings, which I did use. Flaps up, there's no mix needed. Flaps up are a negative 100%. Takeoff are a negative 5%. And landing is a positive 45%. No mix. Okay. Rates that I flew in. Aileron, 100%, 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo. Rudder, 100%, but with 48% expo. Well, I think I meant to be 50, but plenty of expo. That helps with the steering and soften that steering up a little bit when I'm going down this runway. Well, there you go, folks. That is the FREEWING 70mm Yak. The things I like about the plane are, I love the color, because actually this color actually can be seen really well. The orange can be seen. I love the fact that the gear is almost instant. In the retract world, that's instant. The plane has an incredible deep throaty sound for an EDF, which is awesome. Okay, now things I would love to see improvements in. I would love to see this in a 90 with lights and sirens and suspension gear and a whole ball of wax. That'd be an instant buy for me. I'd like to see lights on this. I would like to see actual suspension gear. They got them on the other 70s. There's no reason why they can't do suspension gear on this. This is adequate. But I also understand for something that's the lowest price 70 they've got, I think it's the lowest, I understand keeping that price point low. I wish that the orange was larger, it covered more area, but I know they're trying to duplicate the scheme of the scale plane. I like they got the pilots in here. I like the plastic that they do have on the plane. These are all hard plastic here. The flaps, however, are just a simple foam hinge. And it actually, over time, you can see this is starting to break here. So make sure you take your polyacrylic or what I meant and put a little extra coat on there, because that's a wear point where that foam is bending right there. I'd like to see that actual hinges on there, not just bent foam. You glue the tail on, you glue the rudder on. She's a simple plane to set up. She flies very well, she's very stable, but with a cross breeze, you got that huge big old fin there, that big old rudder, so you had to be careful with your cross breeze. Oh, and she doesn't like snap rolling at all. Something about that big fin and just well, folks, thank you for watching. God bless y'all. This is the 70mm Yak. This is Fat Guy Flies RC, and that's my wonderful camera precious filming for me, saying God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, God is good, and Yak 130.